Hey everyone, Richard here, Metal Fan. Bring you guys a little video. Sorry I haven't made any videos in a while. I've been pretty busy lately with work and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys a new video, and it's gonna be a CD update. It's been, well, over 3 months since I last did one, and I bought a ton, a shit load of stuff. Probably have like about 80 CDs here, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, this might be a long video, give or take, but I'll try not to spend too long. I'll just try to like blow through it all and try not to spend too too much time on each CD. But yeah, so just sit back, get a snack, enjoy, and let's get this started. The first thing is the classic from this band, which came out in 2003, which was The Impossibility of Reason by Chimera. This album is just nothing but sheer fucking brutality. It's probably tied, but my favorite album of theirs probably between this Impossibility of Reason, and Resurrection. Yep, I really wish they would get back together. It sucks that they broke up. Next up is I got shows from Georgia Love, Leviathan by Macedon. I just love look at this artwork. It's just one of my favorite album artworks of all time, with sort of like the Moby Dick thing. So yep, now all I need now is The Hunter and their first album, Reminiscence, and I'll pretty much have every Macedon album. Next up is my favorite album from this band, Hate Crew Death Roll by Children of Bodom. This is an album I've put off purchasing for a long time, and I finally fucking glad to own this album, which has my favorite song of theirs ever, Neil 24/7, which got me hooked onto this band. And what could I say? I love this album. Next up is another album of theirs, Hatebreeder, which is very classic Children of Bodom. Can't go wrong with that. Now all I just need now is something wild and blood drunk, and I got all their albums, and I'm looking forward to their new album coming out this year. And yep, got some couple 2015 releases. I got one which was from a new band, and I saw them open up for a Testament Exodus back in April, which is of course Hope Within Hatred by Shattered Sun. This album is pretty good. This is a pretty damn good album. I actually like this a lot. Sort of became somewhat friends with those guys. I'm friends with them all on Facebook. I talked to some of the members a couple times on there. They're pretty cool dudes. Yep, I probably want to try to see them again in October, or with Soulfly, Soilwork, and Decapitated, and that's gonna be really awesome. Really cool dudes, by the way. You should check them out. Next up is another one from my new album from one of my favorite folk metal bands, which was Noita by Korpiklani. I mean, this album is just really good. Basically, very fun folk metal. It's just very fun to listen to. And I got another Korpiklani album, Karkella, which has my favorite song of theirs, Vodka, which basically got me hooked to this band. I got into this band, and I love this album too. It's probably my favorite album of theirs. I think I said that. I can't speak today. Wait, these next three CDs are all from the same band, and I've been on a kick with this band recently. That'd be Blind Guardian. I got Nightfall and Middle Earth, a really great album. Probably one of my favorites. I don't really have a favorite album of theirs, but I love this. Next up I got is Imaginations from the Other Side. It's a really great album. Another great album of theirs. Probably tied between that and Nightfall. And I got a Twist in the Myth. Love this album a lot. I'm like, so I just need 5 more CDs for Blind Guardian CDs, and I'll have their entire discography. Anyway, these next 6 CDs are from the same band, and I finally own something from them now. I've been putting it off getting some shit from them for a long time. And that'd be a Creator. I got six CDs from them. And we have Terrible Certainty. Just pretty much probably would be my favorite Creator album, period. You have Coma of Souls. Probably my least favorite of theirs, Outcasts, which is pretty good, but it's just like one of their weaker albums, and this is their weakest album, I think. Endorama. I mean, I just had to get it just so I can try to get all their albums. Next, then we have then they started picking things back up with 2001's Violent Revolution, when they started getting the thrashing and punching you in the face. Love that album. And we got Hordes of Chaos, really great album. Next up, next CD, we have Deflorate by the Black Dahlia Murder. Love this album. I mean, I'm trying to get the rest of their discography. But yeah, really great album. Looking forward to their new album coming out this year. Here it is. And then next up is good black metal album, Stormblast by Dimmu Borgir. Love this album, just classic, sick, good black metal. Next up, these next 3 CDs are from the same band who I saw back in April. That'd be Exodus. I have Fabulous Disaster, probably my second favorite, along with Bonded by Blood. Basically, that's my favorite song ever, The Toxic Waltz, and I was stoked as hell when they played that song. I had pretty much gone insane. Can't speak today, sorry. I have the 2 albums that they did with Rob Dukes. I have The Atrocity Exhibition, Exhibit A. Came with a little cover thing. It's pretty good. And I got this in the Exhibit B, The Human Condition. It came in this weird case. I mean, it still had the booklet and the CD. I just got it from someone from Amazon. Anyway, and then I got the 3 CDs from this band, who I saw for the first time back in April. Testament. Got The New Order, which I saw play all the songs live. That and The Legacy, and they played one song from this album, which is the title track, which was Practice What You Preach. I'm sorry about the fucking sticker there. And I got the special edition version of this album, Dark Roots of Earth, which is a really great album. I mean, I had the standard edition, but I got rid of that, and I got this instead, which mainly had the 3 bonus tracks, which are covers of Dragon Attack by Queen, I think, Animal Magnetism by Scorpions, and Power Slave by Iron Maiden, which is pretty much a really great cover. But the one weird thing I thought was kind of dumb, which they did have, there was a song called Throne of Thorns, which is one, there was it's an extended version as the bonus track, which goes on for like 30 more seconds, which I don't know why they couldn't just have that on just like the main album. I thought that was kind of weird, but anyway. Next up is one of my favorite albums this year. That'd be Nightwish with their new album, Endless Swarm's Most Beautiful. I fucking loved the hell out of this album. It's a really great album. It's their first album with Floor Jansen on vocals, and she's a really great singer, and with a new member, Troy, I forgot his name. He's sort of like a flute bagpipe player, and almost kind of brings like a little bit of a folk metal vibe with some of the songs, especially like Ivan. Really great. And this is also the first album without Yuka, I forgot his last name, but instead they got Kai Hato from Winter Sun playing drums on this album, and he actually does a really great job on this. Love this album. Next up, I got Vader the Beast, just a good old death metal. Yeah, The Agony Scene, The Darkest Red, just some really great metalcore, one of the decent metalcore. Next up, I have Impending Doom, Nail Dead Risen, just some good Christian deathcore. I actually loved this album. Then I pretty much, this needs no introduction. Slayer, Show No Mercy. What can I say? Great debut. And needs no introduction as well. King Diamond, Abigail. Yep, I'm trying to get the rest of their albums, and I heard that he's playing Manfest. I really wanted to see them, but I'm not. But yeah, but I'm also planning on seeing Slipknot and Lamb of God like 3 days before. And if anybody is from Georgia watching this video or going to that, let me know, and I'll see you there. Anyway, moving on to a good deathcore band, the debut, which is actually a reissue that came out in 2006. Despised Icon with Consumed by Your Poison. Really great. Need to get the rest of their albums. And I got a very rare CD from one of my favorite deathcore bands, which came out in 2005. I think this was a repress from 2006. Self-titled EP from Suicide Silence. This was hard to get, but I managed to get it very cheap. Yep, I bet you all are jealous. Anyway, moving on. We have I don't know. I finally own something from this band now, which was their last album they put out in 2013, Pinnacle of Bedlam by Suffocation. This just sheer face melting technical death metal. I fucking love this. Then we have Nihility by Decapitated, just some insane technical death metal. And you're gonna give me shit for this, but whatever. Bring Me the Horizon, Count Your Blessings. It's pretty good. I like mainly their first few albums, but I just don't bother with their last 2. I know you're probably gonna give me shit, but that's just me. Next up, we have a classic from this band, A Higher Place by Born of Osiris. Love this. Now all I need now is The New Rain. I pretty much have every Born of Osiris album, and they're one of my favorite bands. Looking forward to their new album coming out this year. Next up is a band that you pretty much catch me hell for, but whatever. I mainly got it just for nostalgic reasons. That'd be Atreyu. We have Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses. Got the limited edition, which was has a bonus DVD. It was limited to 25,000 copies. I had number 20,520. And we got The Curse, probably my favorite Atreyu album. A Death Grip on Yesterday. Let's Sales Paper Anchor, which is pretty good, solid. And Congregation of the Damned, which is solid, I guess. But moving on to a classic from this band that needs no introduction. Arise by Sepultura. Very classic album of theirs. This is back when Sepultura was actually Sepultura. I know I sound like a freaking elitist saying that. Like I can't get anything after Roots isn't the same. I have to agree. I just can't get into it. Anything after Roots. But moving on to two C's from Job for a Cowboy. I got the Doom EP, which was back when they were more of a deathcore type band. I sort of like this, this EP, but there's only like two songs I really enjoy, which are Entombment of the Machine and Knee Deep. But I still somewhat enjoyed this. And I got this rare, hard to find thing, which was the Gloom EP, which has like 4 songs. Yeah, I heard it was limited to like, I forgot, I think it was like over 2,000 or 4,000. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. Next up, 2 CDs from this band. Got Cradle of Filth. I got a classic of theirs, Dusk in Her Embrace. And I got Nephetamine, which came out in 2004, which is really great. You can get more of their stuff at some point. Next up, I have The Faceless with Planetary Duality. This album is fucking great. I have Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, a non-metal album in this pile. I really love this album a lot. One of my favorite non-metal bands. Next up is a great metalcore band, one of my favorites. Just the last song they put out in 2012, which was Fire from the Sky by Shadows Fall. Sorry about the sticker there. Just too lazy to take it off. Next up is classic from this band. So 2 from this band, sorry, they got mixed up. But anyway, we got Behemoth. I'm trying to get more Behemoth. Now I got my favorite album of theirs, Demigod. Well, it's my second favorite. Well, now The Satanist took that spot. But this album is really good. It has the song Conquer All, which is my favorite Behemoth song, which got me hooked onto this band back in 2009 when I first heard of them. And yeah, it's a fucking beast. Same thing with the last song before The Satanist, Evangelion. Really great. It's a digipack. Comes with a DVD. I'm making the album. I got a classic hardcore, whatever, deathcore, whatever you want to call it. Arsonists Get All the Girls, The Game of Life. Pretty good. Next 3 CDs are from pretty much one of the better not modern metalcore bands I've heard. That'd be August Burns Red with Messengers, Constellations, and my favorite album of theirs, Leveler. I'm pretty much stoked for their new album. Coming out, I think, sometime next week or so. But anyway, then we have, it needs no introduction, Death with Leprosy. Love this album. It's a repress, which has rehearsals. So all I need now is Individual Thought Patterns, Symbolic, and The Sound of Perseverance. I have every Death album. Next up is a debut from a new band I got into, I think, which was Visigoth, The Revenant King. It's a 2015 release. Just sounds like just straight up heavy metal. Love this EP. Love this album. I don't know why I said EP, but anyway. Now I got some local stuff right here. First one, and you saw my review of this a few weeks ago, which was Thelema by Albion Empire. These guys are really good friends of mine. You should probably check them out. Just look them up on Facebook or something. They're really great. If you like, I don't know, stuff like Born of Osiris, Between the Buried and Me, Periphery, you might like this. And I got 2 from, and we're also good friends of mine. I got A Legacy Unwritten, local band. First up I have is a repress of their first release, 6, which ironically has 6 tracks. But yeah, this is actually, originally came out, I think, 2013 or so. Yeah, this is a repress from Chugcore International, which came out this year. And I got their new release, which was Vanitati Mortem. A really great album. I actually like this. If you feel like Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, Carnifex, you might like them. Next up, I don't know why I finally decided to buy something from this band, but finally glad to own something from them, which was Obzen by Meshuggah. What can I say? It's just just up punches you in the face. I love this. Next up, I got the first two albums from this band. I saw them back in May last year. That'd be a band that a lot of people hate and some people like it. I enjoyed them. That'd be I the Breather with Truth and Purpose, their debut, and their second album, These Are My Sins. Yeah, no wait, These Are My Sins is the debut, sorry. Yeah, this is their second album, Truth and Purpose. Fuck that up there. Anyway, wait, and they put on a good live show. Next up, After the Burial in Dreams. Just very great album. One of my favorites. Next two are from the same band, and I saw them back in May about a month ago. That'd be Aborted. I got Gormageddon, The Saw, and The Carnage Done. Just, yeah. I don't know how else to describe there. And Slaughter and Apparatus, a methodical overture. Okay. Next up, Parkway Drive, Killing with a Smile. Their first good debut. Next up, this album just punched me in the face. Cattle Decapitation, Monolith of Inhumanity. Yep, I'm really looking forward to their new album coming out this year. Next up, some 2 CDs from the Red Chord. I got, fuck this one's called. Oh, Clients. And the last album they put out, I think, yep, Fed Through the Teeth Machine. Next 4 from the same band. I finally own something from them. That'd be Veil of Maya. We have The Common Man's Collapse, probably my favorite album of theirs. Id. Eclipse, which came in the weird CD case with the Exodus CD, but still has the booklet and the CD. And I got their new album, Matriarch, which is their first album with their new vocalist, Lucas Magyar, who replaced Brandon Butler, and he did pretty good. I mean, I know a lot of people were bitching about him because I saw some comments comparing his clean vocals to Spencer Satellos from Periphery, and I could almost see a similarity. It's the first Veil of Maya with clean vocals, and I thought it's pretty damn good. Next 2015 release, which is Haven by Camelot, really great album. It's a very fucking amazing album, I should say. I'm pretty much gonna try to see them when they come up here with Dragon Force back in October. Definitely trying to look forward to that. Next up, I have Massive Aggressive by Municipal Waste, just some great crossover thrash. Next up is a new album. I don't know why I got it, but I just decided to check it out. It's just from a classic band from when I was like 12 years old that I used to like, which was Human by 3 Days Grace. It's pretty solid. It's a different album with a new singer. I thought the other dude was good, but the new singer is okay, I guess. Next up is a band that, well, my dad got me hooked onto. It's their recent album, which came out last year, Ride On by Texas Hippie Coalition. It's pretty solid. I mean, I'm not too big a fan of these guys, but it's pretty good. And the last 2 CDs are both from the same band. That'd be Winds of Plague. That'd be The Great Stone War. And, what this one's called? Yeah, Decimate the Weak. So, yeah, that's basically my big CD collection, guys. This is probably the longest I've ever done. So, yeah. Hope you guys like it. Check out any of those albums if you get a chance. Hope to see you all later. Keep it metal.